Happy 2026 magical one. So we are officially 1 week into 2026 and I shared this in my last video, but I don't celebrate New Year's Eve anymore like I used to. I don't buy into the idea of the 1st of January being a new year. I mean, just look around you, like take a look at nature. Everything is still dark, like we are not out of the time of darkness yet. And in Germany it just snowed, so there is snow everywhere and I just feel slowed down even more, not like fired up like I would in spring. And so to me, spring is the beginning of a new year. Spring is when the energy rises again, when like everything is starting to bloom and become colorful and the sun is touching the soil, warming it up. And so I don't stress myself out with like crazy to-do lists or things I want to achieve this year. I mean, I have bigger intentions because I do feel like that having an intention for a year is really good to know where you are kind of navigating your ship towards to, but like I don't, as soon as it turns January the 1st, have all of these like New Year resolutions like I used to, because I'm getting stressed out by them, I'm getting burnt out by them, and so they don't work for me. And again, I feel like when nature is reflecting and mirroring us, that now is the time to get outside again and to make things happen, to dream big, then is when I also will start to take more action. But again, in Germany, it just snowed, and so I'm even more slowed down now. I don't feel the need to rush things or something like that. I'm still very much in hibernation mode. But I do use the 1st of January as a reminder, kind of like a check-in point for how I want my year to be like. Again, like a big intention. What do I want my year overall to be like? And so I check in with my daily habits and like the things I really do on a daily basis, or take a look at my life in general and just reflect on it. Like, is this where I want to keep going this year, or do I want to change my daily habits? And so I have been diving really deep into my daily life and realized that I do so many things that don't really nourish my magical self and rather like shut my creativity down. And so I did a lot of journaling, and especially on the full moon on January the 3rd in Cancer, this full moon was so intense, so many emotions came up. So if you cried out of nowhere, this is why. But I really took the time to reflect on my life so far, again on my daily routines and habits, and how I can create more tiny habits and integrate them into my daily life to become more magical, to make my life more magical. And I will share my daily witchy routine because I do feel like now that I did all of these little changes in my daily life, and I have been doing this for many weeks. So not only because of like the 1st of January, I have been consciously taking a look at my life for many weeks and even months now. And so I feel like the routine that I have now really enhances my intuition, which is something that as a witch, you know, I really pay close attention to. It is really important to me because my intuition is my superpower. It is your superpower and really important if you want to do witchcraft. So I just have a lot of fun. I had a few weeks off, which was the most healing thing ever. And so it was good. It was really slowed down and just cozy and magical. And yeah, no stress. I was alone on New Year's Eve, which was magical. I did a spell, I did a cleansing bath, and I hope you had a very good start into 2026, but don't stress yourself out. Okay, let's spend the weekend together. I really hope you enjoy. And again, I hope you have a beautiful, magical start into 2026. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing all of the love on the video where I at the end said that I wanted to give something back as a little Christmas present, and I decided to donate all the ad revenue from this video to my local animal shelter, and we nearly raised 70 euros for this purpose. And I'm so grateful because you contributed only by watching my content, and so it feels really meaningful to create videos for you that you enjoy and even do something good with it. So now, without further ado, let's spend this whimsical, magical week together. Hast du mit dem Staubsaugermonster gekämpft, he? Hast du gekämpft? Hast du gewonnen? Hast du gewonnen? Will die Bella ein Leckerli? Du bist ein Leckerli? Ja? Okay, komm. Und los. And by the way, please don't judge my carpet because I bought this when Bella broke her leg because she has so much power and I cannot force her to not run. And so I bought this big carpet, but it was white, and now as you can see it is gray. So take my advice and never buy a white carpet, because if you are like me, you will also get color all over it. So yeah, let your witch bestie tell you to never buy a white carpet. And now I don't want to kind of get it cleaned because it's so expensive, and I would rather buy a washable one, which I am saving up for right now. But yeah, we did not make the best choices, did we, Bella? Yeah. Okay, so did you see these teeny tiny footprints on my patio? I just laughed so much when I went outside right now. And I guess it is the little mouse family that is living underneath the fairy tree in the fairy garden. And so I was like, how can we make something so the mouses are happy and the birds that are still here are happy? I had a lot of robins recently, and usually blackbirds are also visiting the fairy garden a lot, not so much in 2025, and I wonder why that is. I always take these information in and kind of interpret them, so I give meaning to the information I encounter every single day. And I know we could say it's just random, it has nothing to say, but I'm a witch and I see things differently. I always wonder if there is a message for me in an encounter in nature, or in the things I hear, in the songs I am drawn to, things like that. But yeah, I have been really enjoying feeding the birds. I love when they are visiting. I love how I can give something which helps them get through winter, because they are having a hard time finding food right now. I also have been learning a lot about like what animals you should take in when you encounter them. Like, for example, a hedgehog. If you see a hedgehog right now, it is like snowing and they are coming out at daylight, I learned that you should take them in and keep them warm and bring them to a like shelter where they can be taken off properly. So we are learning a lot this winter. We are learning a lot, and that's what I love about winter. But I thought, how can I put something out there which embodies the energy of abundance and giving? And so I came across this bird feeding thing, like this hanger made from an orange and 2 sticks and a little bit of organic thread. And what I love is the way you arrange the sticks is creating an X shape, which reminds me of the rune of Ebo. And so today I feel like everything is coming together. I also feel drawn to do a Rune Divination pull later because of like these 2 little sticks. And so yeah, let's make the birds and the mouses happy. And then yeah, let's do a Rune Divination pull. So let's do this. Okay, so here it is, the finished little feeding station for the birds and the mouses. And I mean, how cute is it? It is pretty, it radiates abundance and nourishment and food. And I will have to see how the orange is kind of changing throughout the days. I have never used oranges, like orange peels, to feed the birds, so I don't want them to get moldy and then I'm kind of giving this to the animals. I will see how it is aging and maybe I have to change it, but I will give you an update on that. But yeah, I just really love it. It's like a little sun, and I love how the rune Gebo is present. Again, this is the rune for giving, and it's giving from the heart without asking for anything in return. And I feel like in our modern life we always feel like we need to get something back. If we do something, if we give something, we forgot how it is to give without asking for something in return. And so I just really love this little spell kind of, that reminds me that I can give something without expecting anything in return or asking for anything in return. And I mean, how beautiful is it that we can help our little animal friends getting through winter, the ones that are not hibernating. So we are giving and we are not expecting anything. And I really love doing these kind of seemingly simple yet so powerful and meaningful little rituals and spells, rather than putting tons and tons of ingredients into my cauldron, because this is so much more meaningful to me. This to me is like my earth-based practice, which really allows me to feel gratitude, feel good, feel witchy, feel magical and connected to Mother Earth. And let's hope that many, many birds will come. I'm so excited. I think I have to buy birds food because I ran out, but I love it. I'm so happy. I'm super happy. This is so good, and I cannot tell you how much I have been enjoying my daily cup of cacao. I replaced my daily cup of coffee for raw organic cacao, and I feel like it is the best choice I have ever made so far. It is so rich in magnesium, so you feel energetic, but you don't feel drained after a certain amount of time like you do after coffee. I also replaced chocolate with raw organic cacao, and so instead of eating chocolate, I will eat a piece of this cacao whenever I crave sugar, which sometimes happens. Like, I barely crave sugar now. I trained my body to not crave it anymore. I have been on a gut healing journey for many, many years now. I think it's 10 years at this point, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with it. I don't want to feel the way my body feels anymore. I don't want to break out constantly anymore. I don't want to put things into my body where I can feel it is like not enjoying it at all. And yeah, especially now with Pluto transiting into my sixth house of daily routines and habits and health, I was like, I am done. I don't want to feel the way I feel anymore. So my daily cup of raw organic cacao it is quite expensive, I'm not going to lie, but I feel like the amount of coffee I drank is like the same price it is when I buy a bag of raw organic cacao. So yeah, another daily routine or like habit that I started doing. And again, I will share my witchy daily routine that allows me to enhance my intuition in another video. I talked about this before, but I feel like the intuition and like our witchy senses are highly linked to how we eat, and I can definitely feel now after skipping coffee and sugar and like all the processed foods that my dreams are getting more vivid, and I feel a deeper sense of connection, especially with mother cacao here, and I just feel so much better. But I feel like I'm going to rest a little bit now. I have to go into the grocery store and buy some things because my fridge is empty. Like there's nothing in it, and there has been so many public holidays recently that I did not even have the chance to go outside and buy my groceries. So we have to do some mundane muggle things, which is okay. We are grateful. So see you probably later this evening. So whenever it is too cold for Bella, she runs to me and she lifts up her little paws, and then she's like, lift me up, like we are done here. Or she simply walks straight home. So as you can see, she is done. She's always so excited to go outside, but then it's too cold. So yeah, 5 minutes. That was a long walk. Okay, something I really love doing at the beginning of every January is to do a divination ritual. Now, even though I'm not really that much into divination magic anymore, I still enjoy it once in a while. And so again, usually at the beginning of January, I will do a divination ritual. And usually I was doing a tarot spread, I was pulling a card, seeing what the year had in store for me, but I'm also not really resonating with the tarot anymore. It used to be a big part of my practice like years and years ago, but I feel like I have outgrown it. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm just not resonating with the cards anymore. And so I thought instead of pulling a tarot card, we could do a fun rune divination ritual, because runes are definitely something that I want to study more, I want to learn about more. I see them in nature a lot, like in the shapes of like sticks or flower formations or stones or whatever I come across on my adventures. And so I feel like runes are kind of my way now to do divination magic. And so I have, let me show you, this cute little glass thingy where I keep all my runes. And a while ago I bought this beautiful little set with these, I think it's sodalite, I'm not 100% sure, but it is these beautiful gemstones with the golden rune symbols on it. So yeah, this is what I want to do to get a glimpse into the year ahead. I also have like little wooden pebbles where there are symbols on top of them. And yeah, I feel like this is such a fun way to do divination magic and still have this connection to earth, because to me runes are deeply rooted in earth. They reflect what people saw back in the day, what they experienced. And so yeah, this is kind of my way to go now when I do divination magic. So I already lightened my candle and I cleansed the space. So let's do the divination pull. And I'm going to show you how I do it. It's like nothing fancy, but it's so much fun. And the most fun part is interpreting the reading afterwards. So of course we are going to do all of this together. So we have our little helper Bella as well. So let's start. You are not helpful at all. So I just finished writing down my notes for the reading, and like you cannot make this stuff up. Like as you could tell, I redid the reading because, to be honest, I yesterday made my reading out of camera because I really need to focus, and when I'm filming I have to put the camera in the right angle, and so I kind of replayed the reading for you guys so you get the experience. But I did the reading yesterday off camera. And so the runes that I drew were, as you can maybe tell, Gebo, Berkana, and I'm by no means pronouncing this correctly probably. But I also had Urus and Dagas, Sovilo, Lagus, and Yera, among others. So again, I have to learn how to pronounce them properly. But I feel like this reading was a wrap up of last year. It's like, girl, you learned everything last year. Now draw the lessons out of what you learned. And so I feel like the reading that I made off camera really reflected the wheel of the year. And it's like I had a little seed in the reading, and we had the water element, the sun, we had patience and like resilience, we had the bird tree to give, we have like we encountered today the rune Gebo, and it's like everything is divinely timed in nature. There is perfect timing. Sometimes you need to be patient, you need to let things unfold like a seed. If you try to make it grow, if you force it to grow, it will not grow. It's waiting until the perfect moment. And so it's like just a wrap up of all the things that I understood last year, I feel like. And now it's kind of on me to embody this wisdom to learn the lessons and bring them into my daily life. Really interesting. I will reflect longer on this. I will do more journaling because I feel like there is much more to it. But Rune Divination reading, I highly recommend. It is so interesting. I also took care where the runes were positioned, and it kind of formed this perfect cycle. And I don't know, I had so much fun. This is the perfect ending for this day. And let me know in the comments if you are going to do a Rune Divination reading as well. You could write the runes on little pebbles, on pieces of wood. If you don't have runes like I have, you can just make them yourself, which I feel like is something that is so magical. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased with this reading. It was really fun. Good morning. So it is the next day and it is super cold outside. So I threw on my really cozy warm poncho. But I thought I'm getting ill yesterday evening, so I drank a lot of tea and I spent my whole evening and even the night embroidering. And I just love embroidering because you can make it a whimsical, magical ritual. You can weave and infuse magic into every single stitch. And so I spent my time embroidering and I came up with this one. I thrifted this piece of fabric a while ago and I was like, wait, that is perfect. That looks like a snowflake, kind of, if you are really using your imagination. And I thought it's perfect to turn it into something winter/Imbolc themed, because Imbolc is just around the corner. And so this is the pattern that I came up with, and it may look good from the front, and this is like always my problem. This is what it looks like from the back, and I have not been able to keep the back clean. That's why I'm like not giving away these, because I mean, I cannot gift something that looks this hilarious, right? But I had a lot of fun and I feel like it's perfect for winter. I simply drew a branch and then I thought, like, these little berries would look so cute. Like, we have the yew tree right now with the red berries. We have some other red berries like the hawthorn, and so red berries it was for a winter themed embroidery pattern. I wanted it to look like the snow is on the branches, but I feel like that's not really working. I don't know, I have to practice more. But I had a lot of fun yesterday and I'm definitely going to keep embroidering today. I made a little pattern for the Rune Divination pull that we did, and I feel like it's perfect to combine with embroidering, because I thought we could turn it into this little embroidery pattern. Like, we have the birch tree, we have the sun, this was a big message in the reading, we have the seeds, we have all the runes that we drew, and so I feel like I'm turning this into a really big spell, which is a lot of fun. But this is something I want to do today as well. So not sure what I'm going to do next. I just did the bed and I am feeling a little bit ill still. So we are taking things slow today. So here they are, and aren't these the most perfect sweet treat for an enchanted winter forest tea party? This would be the theme. But aren't these so cute and whimsical? And again, I feel like they are perfect if you are hosting a winter tea party with your witch friends. Just imagine. I sprinkled a little bit of like flour on top to give it the snow effect, and I don't know, I'm super happy. And if you are new here, yes, I don't have a table, so I have to eat on my sofa or while standing up. So that's what we are doing, and I don't want to even break them. perfect, like so delicious, so juicy, and whimsical and magical. And this is all what we are looking for in our kitchen as witches. Make things witchy and whimsical. So I'm going to eat all of these because I did not have any like proper lunch today. But yeah, highly recommend. Highly recommend. I will put everything I used in the description down below. You can find many recipes on the internet depending on your diet, on your like sweet tooth, whatever you like, but perfect. Alright, magical ones, so I'm going to end this video here, but I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in the first week of January. And please don't forget that we are still in hibernation mode. You don't have to stress yourself out to check all of the things from your to-do list. You can reflect, you can slow down, you can rest. So please allow yourself to do so. The darker months carry their very own magic, and I just really hope that the videos help get this across. I know it's not easy, I know the darkness can be overwhelming, but there is so much magic in it. And by the way, that is what living with a Pomeranian is like, because they cannot be without you for like a second. And if you feel like you are being stalked from the corner of a room, you probably are, because they are always watching you. So, but we love Bella. Bless her, right? You're the best puppy in the world. We will hang out again next week. So I really hope you have a beautiful, magical week, and see you then. Bye bye.